I have always admired the way that the barbarian fights. Can one succeed with extra weapon damage? Oh boy. Okay, just... that's fine. Okay. Whoa. We're getting poison stacks. Oh, hell yes. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay. Wait for it. That's good. That's good. Just dodge. Alright. I'm getting this. Crap. Okay. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. Alright. We'll let him plant that effect there. I think that's gonna kill him. Oh boy. Wait. Dodge through. Yes! Greetings, dear viewers! I'm Quill Quickcard, and Estuary Enoch is dead. Why does that have no trick? Jesus! Oh my god, oh my god. Are you kidding? What? Oh, come on! He has a second phase? Why? Why does he have a second phase? I don't want him to have a second phase. Okay, so... oh my god. So, I basically just don't have any choice other than to get through this first part practically flawlessly. Damn it, I was really hoping I would be able to dodge through that. Okay, that's fine. I'm doing good, I'm doing good. Wait for it. Dodge through. Damn it. Fighting on these ledges is not fun. Okay. Wait for it. Dodge. Okay. There we go. Okay, he's at half. Now I just have to be careful to avoid the void projectiles. right? No! Damn it! Okay. Took way too many hits there. Okay, wait for it. Oh, I hate you. Okay, that's a lot of space I can't reach. There we go. Wait for it. Dodge through. Oh, crap. That's not good. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Got him. Okay. Alright. I'm not completely healed. But I think I have learned that what I really want to do is rely on spin kicks. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. I don't know if I can... How... Okay. Oh, no. Oh, my poor characters. Okay. I think I can't rely on the Valkyrie anymore. I think I'm going to have to switch this to some other class. I did do extremely well with the duelist last time I tried. Prismatic Spectrum is still probably the best option. Great. At least with this guy, I can, you know, bounce off my own pizzas in Phase 2. And I do have good health and extra armor. So... who knows? Maybe I can pull this off. I do also have a damage voiding talent. Okay. Nope. There we go. A fabled weapon is still probably stronger than any base weapon I could have. That is my hope. Okay. Wait for it. There we go. Wait for it. Dodge. I'm nearly to half. Okay. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So far, this has been hitless. Okay, so much for hitless. But that's okay. And dodge through. Okay. Doing good. I think this is the end of phase 1. Yes, okay. Alright. I have reached phase 2. And I do have very, very good... Okay, you know what? We're just gonna swap to the other side here. Nope, okay. So it's his charge that I really gotta be careful about. His attack patterns are a lot more simple in this phase, but that charging effect is very annoying to avoid. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I am going to die again. Damn it. Okay. Well, I did select a duelist. So, while above 50% health, an extra 10% damage. That is so incredibly useless to me. But at least I have the Prismatic Spectrum spell, so I can drop really significant quantities of magic damage. I just don't know how to deal with his second phase effectively. I think in all honesty, what I have to do I think instead of trying to go over his jumping attacks, I think I'll do better off if I go under them. Oh, come on. God, I'm going to lose. I am going to lose again. That's fine. Just dodge through. Oh my. Okay. Just wait for it. Damn it. Well, I'm not gonna win. But at least I'll get through phase 1. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to try going under his hops instead of over. That's going to be my new plan. Alright, here comes the charge phase. Wait for it. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. That did do a lot better. That really did do better. Interesting. Ooh. Ooh, but this time I actually have a bit of... It's not much, but I have a little bit of extra damage dealing. More importantly, I have regenerating health. It does mean that I lose maximum health every time I'm hit. But I will take it and be grateful. I just have to avoid those early hits. Okay, and dodge. Spell. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Alright. Want to be... There we go. Okay, here comes another fireball phase. Okay. Wait for it. Dodge through. Alright, we're good, we're good. Yikes. Okay. That's fine. Alright, one hit. Okay. Yep. Make sure I leave as much of the battlefield available as possible. Oh, yes! Thank you, sir, for coming down that way. Okay. Good, good. Alright. Nope. Alright, he's down. Okay, I am at full health with still a max of 334 starting phase 2. Alright, let's start with the spell. Okay, he's starting with those. Here we go. Alright, here comes the charge phase. Yes! This is working. Okay. That, I just underestimated the length of my dodge roll. What really has me worried here is what's going to happen when this guy gets down to half health. Okay, I was really expecting a, yeah, I was expecting a potion phase. Oh no. Oh, okay. He will change direction during that phase. Alright, good to know. He doesn't seem to have a separate phase 2 on this form. That's good. That means I can actually get him. I am going to defeat Enoch! My dear viewers, Estuary Enoch has been defeated. Now, admittedly, that cost a lot. It took forever to achieve that, and I don't honestly have all that much money to show for it. But that's okay. Oh my god. I hate these things so much. Oh my god. You know what? Just screw it. Whatever. Just let me go. No. I still have to go down here. Okay. I'm trying to reach that fairy chest that I had not tried earlier. Now, it doesn't specify that I have to take no damage. So, honestly, I may actually succeed. Okay. Boom. Got it. We have unlocked the stone room. Gain more ore. Hell yeah. Anything that increases my resource acquisition is worth having, as a general rule. Screw you. And even with the decrease in money, I am making at least some gold. Should I try for this area? Whatever is, over here? Ooh. Oh my god! When you lock it down, it actually saves whatever heirlooms are available in different areas. That is incredibly important information to know, and I will gladly trade my life for an extra 35% gold. Because this is as far as this guy was ever going to get. I finally did it. I'm finally making progress. You got a stone rune. And for only 500 gold? And yeah, I'll take an extra 10% bonus resolve. Yeah, that's really great. Yeah, important story, really important. Cancel the world lock. I am happy to let the world be random again. This means I can finally begin my proper explorations of the next area. I haven't shown off much of it, but this is the Sun Tower. And it sucks. There are many areas of the Sun Tower where you have to do very challenging platforming. Okay. So there's teleporting enemies. Good to know. Whoa! I very nearly didn't make that. Alright, I'm assuming... Yup, that you have some kind of volcano attack. And I was right. Ah, damn it. Nope. Okay, no. Those are specifically dash into in order to activate. Nope. Nope. Alright, so what do you do? That's fine. I can easily kill you just by being patient. Damn, it feels good to have money again. Okay. We got that. Okay. Alright, that's one down. Whoops. Okay, no, that was a dash into. Okay. Got it. Okay. Oh my god. Just go over there. Okay. I imagine... that the platforming is only going to get harder. So I might as well practice at it and get good, right? Okay, what's in here? we go. I really should have just done that from the beginning. Oh, there's a fairy chest in here. Or there's a something. Being able to fly is very helpful. Okay. Wait for it. Okay, we got him. Oh, you're an ass. But there's also a breakable wall. With a fairy chest and a focal rune. Increases your magic crit chance plus more red ether. That is excellent news. Now realizing that getting back might be difficult. Okay, I'm dead. Sir Devon III was slain. But I am starting to actually accumulate gold again. I think having an Astromancer as my next, saved class might be a good idea, since their talent lets them navigate the entire area very effectively. Oh yeah, I got more of these too. Can't buy any of the new classes, but what I can do is get an Astromancer, and I think White Star is a good one. So I should have 2 clues now, right? A massive ocular room full of dusty tomes. Pushes aside a barrel by the west end and enters a concealed doorway. Okay, so I need to go back into the Stygian study, and I need to find my way back to the library room. Because on the west end is a secret, is how I am interpreting what I have read there. I don't know precisely what that will unlock, but I know that Scar challenges mean the chance to access... Alright, there's a Doomvis. Yeah, I have not quite mastered the scythe. Wow. Yeah, I am absolutely terrible with this weapon. Either that or this just really is not, wow. Wow. Lady Michelle, you were my worst character in a long time. This guy has a cannon. Okay. Yeah, screw it. Why the hell not? That looks fun. Alright, so how does this weapon work? Okay, so I can hit for 70, and it lights them on fire. And even my regular hits are able to light them on fire as well. Oh, Charon's having some pizza too. You know, I'm glad that the immortal ferryman has decided to really join us, you know, be a part of the family. That is really useful. Plus, I also have shield block. I suck with shield block, but, you know, it's nice to have. The important thing for me is that I am able to aim and fire in difficult areas. Yeah, kind of like that. Not to mention it's good for an extra 30% gold, which is pretty sweet. Alright. That is a Doomvis. Screw that. That is also a Doomvis. No. There. I normally prefer faster weapons, but I have to admit this is really nice. The flexibility that it gives is significant. That is a mimic. Nope. Yeah, ironic when I'm talking about the flexibility of a cannon. Yeah, I met your big brother, and you know what? He was an asshole. And now, you're going to suffer for it. Boom. Oh, I like this weapon. This is a really, really good weapon. Okay, this is the room full of tomes. So, it's probably in one of these. Alright, hidden by a barrel on the western end. Yep. This is what I was after. Keep it together. Don't show Enoch you're unwell. He'll turn me into a box. I know he will. That would be a horrible fate indeed, left in the cellar to do his bidding. I just need a few more days to find a cure. Formulas and charts fill the papers from end to end. There we go! Ooh. A horrible tragedy has befallen us. The Nibiru deep mines have flooded with poisonous Stygian waters. Thousands of miners have perished, including our brother Estuary Mehual. Mehuhil? The Nibiru deep mines have been sealed, and 100 days of mourning has been enacted. All mining operations must be moved to the upper Pishon Lake bed. Siphoning the waters of Pishon Lake into the Gihon Reservoir may be costly, but it is a small price to pay to honor the fallen. The diary continues detailing the logistics of draining Lake Pishon into the central reservoir. Fascinating. Well, I am heading on out. Whoops. Maybe this guy will have better luck in the Sun Tower. I also look forward to trying out that new scar. And I also need to figure out precisely where the other one I have a hint for is referring to. Yep, screw you, screw you. Super screw you. And super screw you. Alright, what do we got here? Basic treasure? Nothing else in the room? Okay. Simple enough. Ooh. I also have some extra maximum health, which is really nice. Okay. So I've come across this room in my explorations before. Oh, okay, it's just a false wall. Journal entry number 2, 18 days since the rebellion. A fool is the man with nothing to learn. Philosopher Noyce insists I continue this journal therapy. I admit he is knowledgeable, but his diagnosis is built off false assumptions. He believes the mind of an estuary is comparable to that of a commoner. That is the flaw of his reasoning. We are not the same class of creature. The pressures that would bring him to his knees would not so much as cause me to sweat. He does not understand how much work it takes to rule a kingdom. My subconscious is pure, and my mind is sharp. Despite 8 sleepless days, I am still more astute than he'll ever be. Oh, no you are not. No human consciousness is capable of surviving in a good state after 8 days without sleep. It is a physical impossibility. Okay. Hey, food. See, well, I can literally just blast through all the doors, and we're free. Hello, birdie. Yep, come on in. Come on down, little birdie. Okay. Of course, the estuaries may not actually be anything close to human. In which case his assessment is entirely correct. Pretending that you can perform therapy on a completely alien intelligence would indeed be a substantial overestimation of ability. Nope, we are not letting you get near me. Hey, buddy. I love the blast radius on this thing. Oh, no you don't. You little jackass. Whoop. Okay. Starting to take some damage. Okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Ooh. Okay. Nope. Ah! Lady Alex the Fourth lived a spectacular life and did incredible things. You know what? I think that's where I'll stop it for now. There's more to do, scars to find, challenges to unlock, and I will see you all on the next one.